Welcome back, folks. Cape Rugby TV. We carry on taking a look at what's happening in the world of club rugby. Of course, the extensions around that. And, of course, as you know, the DHL Western Province Rugby under-20 side, they're back in action. Of course, the SA Cup has started rolling out. Western Province under-20 side now have 2 in a row. This past Friday, they played against the Bulls at Newlands. Came away with a solid victory. And as we do, we go behind the scenes and catch up with the players.
I think we're growing into the competition. I think we're getting momentum. The first game we drew and we sort of spoke within ourselves and said, we need to do better as a team. And then after that we played in PE. That was a good game, good performance, but then we stepped it up against the Bulls, I think, last weekend. The boys really worked hard, showed some guts and some determination, and yeah, I think having guys from the senior squad to come down and share their experience with us gives us that hunger, Someone's telling you, listen, it's like this and this in the senior squad. You want to work and strive to get to that point in your game as well. So it helps us lift our game, I think, and the motivation comes through as well. So yeah. Yeah, it went well. I think the Bulls is a big game. Anytime you put on a striped Province jersey, you want to beat the Bulls. That's the old foe, So there was a lot of emotion before the game. I remember in the locker room, guys shouting, getting hyped for the game. So to go out and have that kind of performance, really was good. That's good. The Lions, they're unbeaten. They're the king of the pack. So it'll be nice to go to Joburg and show them out. They're in their own home stadium. So yeah.
It's very nice to be back. A lot of guys have been off since last year already. Some guys were fortunate enough to play Varsity Cup, but yeah, most of us haven't played rugby in about a year. So it's very nice for the competition to be back and that SA Rugby is making it happen. Yeah, it definitely did. I think we were fortunate to play against the SA Academy side. That went very well. I think the teams like the Sharks and the Lions were all playing against each other before the competition already started. So they got a taste of Currie Cup maybe a bit before us. Maybe that contributed to a bit of a slow start against the Leopards, but yeah, we beat the Bulls, so we're happy about that, and we got a big score against EP. Traveling is massive in terms of team building. EP was a bit tough because we left on the bus on the Friday morning at about 6 and then we drive back straight after the game. So you're getting on the bus, sore bodies. It's tough to sleep on a bus, especially when you're sore like that. But for Joburg, and when we go to Joburg for the Lions and when we go to Bloem for the Cheetahs, we'll be flying, which will be a lot better, much shorter travel. But yeah, it's nice to bond with each other. We don't know each other that well. We all come from different varsities, so it's very nice to get to know each other, yeah.
As I said before, a lot of these guys didn't really get to play a lot of rugby last year and throughout most of this year because of COVID. And I think that showed quite a bit in our first game against the Leopards. We had quite a slow start to the competition, but then I feel like as the competition goes on, I feel like our team's just starting to get a lot more confident and the chemistry is starting to become a lot better. And you can see that as we've gone from our first game to now our third game. So we drew against the Leopards, and then our second game against EP, I think we really shone quite nicely. And then against the Bulls, obviously our first tough game. I think that really tested us quite a bit, and we were lucky enough to come away with the win. A lot of chemistry was built on that bus because we took a bus up. So we spent a lot of time together. We had breakfast together at one of the restaurants. Then we spent the whole day together on the bus, cracking jokes, getting to know each other, off the field. So yeah, even though a lot of these guys you said before we played against them in the Varsity Cup, I feel like we made quite a lot of good friends. Yeah, I think it was quite a good win, quite a big confidence booster for the team. After that first game against the Leopards, obviously there was a lot of chat going around. People didn't think we could pull it off, but I think after that, that win against the Bulls on Newlands was quite special. So I feel like that did give us quite a big confidence booster going into this competition, going ahead in this competition. Yeah, you said it's an off week. It's just an off week, meaning that we don't have a game, but In terms of training, we came in quite hard. A lot of guys thought a big win against the Bulls would have meant like an easy chill session this week. But now, Felo and the guys got us running, getting us really prepared for the game against the Lions. Playing out in Joburg, so we do need to get the lungs ready to up and puff out there and hopefully come back with another win.
No, it's been good. It's been good. The guys are coming all right. I think they're peaking at the right time. We had few injuries at the beginning of the season. Guys like Ethan James came back from SN20 with few niggles. And some of the guys were still completing their rehab with Wayne. So I think we still start well. Against Leopards, a lot of our guys were still out. And same thing against EP within our away game. We were missing some players, and then good for us. Most of them make it back on time for the Bulls game. So I think that's when our strength came in. Yeah, I think it was very, very good for us. The fact that most of them played, because now if you get someone, like some unions of guys that are 19, the last time they played proper rugby was in grade 11. So now physically they're not ready. You know, the fact that guys played, physically they're a bit ready. Running wise, you can always top that up. But the main important stuff is the physical stuff, because that's when you get soft tissue injuries. And it's not really nice having those in season. I think it was good for the coaches to actually see and point out, because they haven't seen some of the players. You know? So to point out and see who actually brings it in the forwards. And for the physicality, playing against senior guys, Poland, because you play against their senior side. So I think it's good. Because now even if you lose against them, but now you come down to your age group, it's actually a win for you. You know? I think it was great. The fact that we played at home. Some of the guys have never played in Newlands, so I think it was a very good experience and a win for them. And also as a confident booster, going up to face Lions now, which is the team to beat now, because they're number one. The fact that our physio, Wayne Hector, is very strict with prehab stuff, you know, that's more like making sure you're moving correct, activation before training session or gym, and he's drilling that a lot. For having a guy like him with such his experience, I think it's also beneficial for us.
Always good to be catching up with our DHL Western Province Rugby under 20 side. We keep going behind the scenes with the players, and of course great result for them then over the weekend, and we'll keep following their progress. We're looking forward to seeing what comes next. But yeah, solid results so far. 2 in a row now. Right, folks, well, as you know, on a weekly basis, we take a look at what's happening at MChem 24-hour pharmacy, and you will know that you need to get a grip on the flu season. And of course, speaking to the experts at MChem 24-hour pharmacy, they'll tell you that there are a number of high-risk categories, such as pregnant women, the elderly, and of course, young children. Now, according to the Center for Disease Control, children younger than 5 years old, especially those that are younger than 2, are at a high risk of developing serious flu-related complications. A flu vaccine offers the best defense against flu and its potentially serious consequences, and can also reduce the spread of flu to others. Now, getting vaccinated has been shown to reduce the flu illness, doctors' visits, missed work, and of course school days, and of course reduces the risk of flu-related hospitalization and of course death in children. And that preventing and reducing the severity of the illness associated with flu will ease the burden on patients and the country's healthcare system. Of course, you can get your flu vaccine at MChem 24-hour pharmacy clinics from 8 a.m. in the morning until 8 p.m. in the evening, every day of the week. That's Monday to Sunday. No appointment needed, just walk right in. And of course, MChem 24-hour pharmacy is always open and just for you. And in case you didn't know, MChem 24-hour pharmacy is also open for vaccination. So you can go for your COVID vaccination at MChem 24-hour pharmacy. And if you need to get COVID tests, there are COVID testing facilities available in the parking lot at MChem as well. We'll of course be going to MChem tomorrow as we go and catch up with DHL Western Province Stormers rugby player Alistair Vermaak. He's going to be popping in at MChem, and we're going to catch up with him there. But in the meantime, we'll also remind everybody out there that there is currently a campaign to return to play, and if possible, get your COVID vaccination. All right, folks, as you know then, you can do it all at MChem 24-hour pharmacy. We'll take a break. When we come back, we carry on talking club rugby. Back in a sec.